you recently onboarded PAE Business as a new customer. I think that was your first in the print space. So how's that partnership working out today?
Yeah, really good actually, and they're really nice people. You know, they're pretty much on the forefront of the print IT industry, but they wanted to carry that philosophy through in their back office. So they looked at us, and then we were able to streamline their bidding processes. So they used to spend about 4 or 5 days, I think, per month. Now we got that down to about an hour. So there's a lot of benefits there. One is by using our system, rather than invoices going out later in the month, they go out early, so that's debtor days. I use that example early with that MS managed service provider company. We saved about 300 hours a month. Invoices you get at the end of the month. Considering they're billing about £400,000 a month, suddenly they're not invoicing at the end of the month, at the beginning of the month. So they're bringing forward £400,000 worth of cash flow by 3 weeks. And not only that, but it's all the manual work that goes with it. It's labour intensive, it's boring, it's high error rate, and that affects your reputation too. So we managed to eliminate that for PAE. But they had quite a lot of challenges. Not only was it very manually driven, but it's compounded the fact they got 700 of our partners. Those 700 of our partners require a subscription cost data. That was all manually done. We automatically do that for the partners. It's all bespoke for individual partners. So once it's set up in the portal, it just repeats itself. So you eliminate that process. Another thing with PAE, they also have huge presence overseas as well, different regions, so they're able to support multiple currency, particularly in Holland, they got a big presence there. So we could generate, the statements, the bills, the outputs in Dutch, we could translate it, we had translation functionalities, it supports local taxes, it supports euros. So
that must save hours and hours and hours.
Yeah, I mean, we have customers who use our platform for Australia, so it's not VAT, it's GST, South Africa, America, which is really complex, because in England it's simple, you either got VAT, 20%, zero or exempt. So in America you've got your municipal taxes, interstate taxes, federal taxes, county taxes, that needs calculated, but we could support that. So our systems are totally multiple currencies, so if you've got different divisions, subsidiaries, then we could do that.
So for print resellers that are delivering pan-European or even global MPS deployments, you can support them to streamline that billing throughout all geographies.
Yes. Yeah. So we have capabilities, we set up different invoice groups, so you have subsidiary billing, so if you've got different subsidiaries, whether it's in the UK or overseas with different branding, it all supports that. That could be managed off a single portal.
So am I right in thinking that the data, in this case it would be the meter read data from devices in field, that data comes into your system, you process, analyse that, and then streamline and automate the entire billing end to end.
Yeah, and it can be multiple sources, and it can be multiple sources from different industries as well, if you want to put everything, and we converge it all onto one invoice. But that's essentially what we do. So at the end of the month, it might be a file, or we can API into the system. What we can also do is auto-collect the data. So when the data is ready at 2 o'clock in the morning, our system will automatically collect it and process it without anybody having to do anything. So we try and streamline the entire process. It comes with all the revenue assurances as well. So if there's data that the system's not been able to process, it'll then generate reports to highlight it so they can investigate why. And that way you should be able to then make sure that every item on the data file is actually invoiced for. So all the controls, all the checks and everything. PA, they had multiple currency requirements. Another requirement that's really important for them was also, as a business, we needed to be 27001 accredited, because data is really important, so that's a prerequisite. Some companies sort of get by saying the IT environment is ISO 27000 supported, but they're not, but we are, we have to be. And we have the IT security teams as well as teams that manage that. So that's a key consideration.